Hello, everybody. We are going to go on with present perfect simple tense again. In our second lesson, we studied and we make an initial explanation for present perfect simple. Now let's go on a bit more detailed way for the present perfect tense. Yes, let's remember what we talked about present perfect tense. We use present perfect to talk about states that started in the past and continue in the present. Okay, let me get my pencil from here. Okay, to talk about the state that started in the past. Yes, started in the past and continue in the present. Imagine a state or a situation or an event. It started in the past and it went on. It continued up to the present. So we use present perfect for this situation. We have known Peggy for 10 years. We have known Peggy for 10 years. This means that we met 10 years ago, and it is 10 years now, and we are still friends. Yani 10 yıl önce arkadaşımızla tanışmışız. Şu ana kadar arkadaş olmuşuz. Hala da arkadaşız. Ama şu noktada baktığımda, geriye baktığımda 10 yıldır onu tanıyorum veya 10 yıldır onu tanıdım derken işte biz in this sentence we use present perfect tense. Yes, we have known Peggy for 3 years, and known, here it is the verb 3 form of know. Yes, verb 3 form of know. Yes, next one to talk about actions that happened in the past without a reference when they happen. This means that when we talk about an action, a situation happened in the past. So actually it is a past action, the past situation, but there is no time here. There is no time. No time. No time. When there is no time, but started in the past or happened in the past, and we don't want to say the time, then we can use perfect tense. Something happened. Bir şeyler oldu. Ama ne zaman oldu? We don't want to say. We don't want to say. Okay. I have finished my project in biology. Biyolojiden projemi bitirdim. Maybe 2 days ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. It doesn't important. Here, finishing situation, finishing activity is important. The activity finished in the past, but we are not giving any time. Okay? So we use present perfect tense. Here, finish is the regular verb, so it takes only ed. Okay, the verb doesn't change its format. Okay, next one. Talk about experiences. Okay, when we talk about our experiences, in other words, experience means deneyim. Deneyimlerimizden bahsetmek istediğimiz zaman, again we use perfect tense. Harry has been to Brussels twice. Harry şimdiye kadar 2 kez Brüksel'de bulundu. Has been means that, or has been shows a two-way direction. This means that Harry went to Brussels and came back from Brussels, and now he is in Istanbul, for example. Okay, here is Brussels, and here is Istanbul. So Harry went from Istanbul to Brussels, and he came back. Now he is in Istanbul. So we say he has been to Brussels twice. Sometimes we use he has gone, as he has gone, has gone. If I use has gone, this means that there is a one-way direction. Okay, this means that Harry didn't come back. He is in Brussels now. He is in Brussels now. If I say has gone, he has gone there and he is still in Brussels. But if I say Harry has been to Brussels twice, this means that he was in Istanbul, he went to Brussels and came back twice. And the last one, okay, the last one, to talk about the past actions which results in the present. This means that there's a past action, but there will be a result. Result means sonuç. In the present, present means şimdiki zaman. This means that şimdiki zamanda bir sonuç olacak. Sonucu olan geçmiş bir olayı söylerken de yine we use perfect tense. Sally has lost her ticket and now she can't go to the concert. Sally lost her ticket and now she can't go to the concert. Okay, here Sally's means S means has, shortened form of has. Okay, we use S for has. Sally's or Sally has lost her ticket and now she can't go. This is the result. She hasn't got her ticket right now. She has lost it. There is no ticket in her pocket. Okay, there is no ticket in her pocket. Cebinde bileti şu anda yok. Sonuç olarak burada cebinde bileti olmama durumu bir sonuç. Ve neyin sonucu? Biletini kaybetmiş olması. So with this present result, we use present perfect tense for the situation, for the for the event. Sally has lost her ticket. Sally biletini kaybetti ve there is no ticket in her pocket now. Cebinde şu anda bileti yok. Okay, let's go on with the other part. Okay, this is the pattern for regular verbs, as you see. Regular verbs are the verbs which gets ed. Okay, when a verb gets ed, it is the regular it is a verb. It's a regular verb. Okay, for example, work is a regular verb, so it gets only ed. I have worked. For negative form, I haven't worked. For question form, interrogative means question. So interrogative, have you worked? Have I worked? Or have you worked? And the short forms, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Yes, we studied these actually. So we have just read to remember the pattern. Okay. Now let's go on. Let's clear all. Yes, as you see, this time irregular forms, irregular verbs. You know, as I said, irregular verbs changes their written form or pronunciation or both of them. But the form of the verb, changes. It doesn't take an ed. If a verb is irregular, we don't add any ed. We don't add any ed here. There is no ed. There's a new word. For new word, there is a third form of the verb. Okay. Okay, let's go on with the other step. Okay, let's clear all of them again. Yes, this is the general pattern. Affirmative means positive form, I have worked, and short form, I worked. When we want to shorten the auxiliary verb, we write only we and e for I, you, we, they. And for he, she, it, we can use the s as a shortened form. Instead of he has worked, we can say his work, his work. Here it doesn't mean is, but it means has, and we understand it from here. So there is a third form. There is the third form of the verb. Irregular verbs, as you see, there are some samples here. Base form means mastar. Past participle. Past participle is the verb tree form. Yes, past participle means here. Past participle means verb tree form or of the verbs. And base form is the verb one form of the verb. Build, built. Come, came, come. So third form of form is the same with the first one. Come, come. Do, done. Drink, drunk. Eat, eaten. Find, found. Go, gone. Have, had. Make, made. See, seen. There are almost 200 irregular verbs, but here you are given only a few of them. And the last page for present perfect tense. Here are the time expressions. Yes, we studied some of them during our second lesson. In the exercises, we studied some of them, but let's go over them as a rule. Now, for and since are two very important words for present perfect tense, and it's often confused because Turkish people try to translate the meaning of meaning of the sentences. So when they translate, they make mistake. But if we learn the rule for and since, it is better to learn, and it is easy. We don't confuse the usages or users. Okay, for gets a period or length of time. When we give a period of time, for example, for a year, for 2 years, for 3 weeks, for 3 days, for years, forever, for some time. With these expressions, we use for. But when there is a point of time, in other words, if we give the name of the time, for example, not the period of the time, but the name of the time or the number of time, okay, we say we use since. Yes, since is used with a point of time. You must learn this rule because it is easier and we don't make mistake like this. Since is used with a point of time. If you give the name of the time or the point of time, you use since. For example, I have taught at this school since 2000. 2000 yılından beri, here since means in Turkish'tan beri, but don't try to translate as much as possible. 2000 yılından beri bu okulda öğretmenlik yaptım, öğrettim. Ders öğrettim. So we use since with 2000. Okay. For example, from 2000 to now, there has been 20 years. So if I make this sentence with for, I can say, I have taught at the school for 20 years. I have taught at this school for 20 years, but I have taught at this school since 2000. Okay, next one is for and since are used like this. And never is used in the positive sentence to give a negative meaning. And it is used between the auxiliary verb. It is used between the auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb means helping verb. In other words, in Turkish, yardımcı fiil. Yes, it is used between the auxiliary verb and the main verb. Yes, auxiliary verb and main verb. It is between auxiliary verb and main verb. Alice has never taken French classes. This means that Alice hiç Fransızca dersi görmedi. Ever is used in interrogative. In other words, it is used in question sentences. It is used with question sentences. It is used with question sentences. Have you ever seen a snake? Have you ever seen a snake? Hiç bir yılan gördün mü? Yes. Again, it is used because it is a question. It is used before a verb and after the subject here, because it is a question. Yes, seen, and this is the subject, and this is the verb, and it is used before the verb. Okay. Yet is used with negative sentences and interrogative. In other words, question sentences. For example, Ryan hasn't visited me yet. Ryan hasn't visited me yet, and it is used at the end. Sometimes yet can be used at the beginning, but in that time the meaning is different. So we use it here at the end. Ryan hasn't visited me yet. Ryan beni henüz ziyaret etmedi. Yet means here henüz. Yes. Just. Okay, just is used between again in positive sentence, of course, between the main verb and the auxiliary verb or helping verb. Just means yeni. Mom has just baked some biscuits. Annem yeni biraz yeni bisküviler fırına verdi veya fırında pişirdi. Yes. Next one, already. Already means çoktan. Çoktan. I write it with my mouse, so sometimes it's not very clear or it's not very perfect. Not a perfect writing, but it's answers to do it, I think. Yes, çoktan. Already means çoktan. They have already planned their holidays. Tatillerini çoktan planladılar. Yes. So far means şimdiye kadar. So far means şimdiye kadar. Şimdiye kadar. şimdiye kadar. Maya has played in 2 performances so far. Maya şimdiye kadar 2 gösteride yer aldı. 2 gösteride oynadı. And when we ask something about time or time period or something or some event, we use how long. When we talk about the period or time period of an event, we use how long. When we ask about the time or period, time period. When we talk about the time period, or when we ask about the time period of something, when we talk about the time period of something, we use how long. How long have you known each other? Each other, birbirinizi. Birbirinizi ne kadar zamandır tanıyorsunuz? And another expressions or other, the last expressions are once, twice, 3 times, many times. So when we talk about I have done something only once, for example, Joe has tried Asian food once. Joe Asya yemeğini sadece bir kez denedi. This means that from the past up to the now, from the past, and from past up to the now. From past to the present. From past to present. From here up to here, only once. He has done it only once. Here, he has done it only once. Okay, only once. Yes. In this time period, only once Joe has tried Asian food. Yes, this is here. Sorry, here he has eaten Asian food. Here, Asian food. Only once. Here, only once. Once means one time. One time means once. He has tried only once. Okay. Or if it is 2 times, then we say twice. 3 times, it is 3 times. Yes. Many times, etc. Okay. Now, let's look at the exercises here. Yes, we are going to do present perfect, all of them. I'm going to do only 2 of them. Then you will do the rest of the exercises in your notebook. For example, I have visited my village many times. Or second one, she has never flied by plane before. Okay, I want you to do the rest of the exercises by yourself. Write it in your notebook and send back to me. I mean, take a photo of it and send it to me. Okay, next part. Here in the second part, yes, we hear the good news just. For example, let's write the sentence for here. They are in the the sentences in the mixed form here. So let's put them into correct order. Yes, we have just heard. Heard is the irregular verb. So here is the irregular verb. So the past form, the past participle form, not past, but past participle form of here is heard. Yes, we have just heard the good news. Okay. Yes. And second, here is the question. So, have you ever been to New Zealand? Have you ever been to New Zealand? Again, the rest of the questions or the sentences are for you as a homework. Next one. I have told you the same thing today. Yes, I have told you the same thing today. We use since for this one. And what about second? Mr. Olsen has been a teacher at the school. Sorry, since here I told you the same thing twice today. Sorry, yes. I have told you the same thing twice today. Mr. Olsen has been a teacher at the school since 2006. Yes. I have told you the same thing twice today. Mr. Olsen has been teacher at the school since 2006. Okay, I want you to do the rest of them. And in the fourth part, please write sentences for yourself. Actually, the activity is different, but I want you to write sentences for yourself in this part, okay? This is the end of my lesson. I hope to see you again. Bye.